By now, most of you heard about the Night Stalker. He was a serial killer who preyed on his victims in the second part of 1980s in LA County. Now, what I find most fascinating about the story is how it ends. He wasn't arrested by the police, and instead, it was the citizens' arrest that brought him to justice. Now, in this video, I want to discuss what is citizens' arrest in the state of California and how does it work. Before I explain how citizens' arrest work in the state of California, I urge you to watch the Netflix documentary, The Night Stalker. It is very well made, and it is the reason why I decided to make this video. Because here's how it ended.
Spotted and chased, Ramirez jumped a wall into the backyard of the Pinon family, where Faustino was under his car working on the transmission. This same vintage Mustang he still has.
He said, I'm not taking this car. You ain't taking nothing, boy. You ain't taking nothing, boy.
Pinon tried to stop him, but Ramirez forced his way inside the car, then crashed into the side of the house.
My girls came out and started screaming and seeing the father fighting with this man.
That brought out Jose Burgoyne and his sons Julio and Jaime. More neighbors joined the chase, and finally they tackled Ramirez.
Tried to get up a couple of times, but we just were too many of us around him.
And he was saying, let me go.
Yeah, he goes, let me go, they're chasing me.
Arriving authorities bandaged Ramirez and put him in the back of a patrol car, an image captured by the first newsman on the scene, NBC4's Dino Castro.
That's when he looked right at me at the camera, and that's when the hair on the back of my neck stood up because I thought I was looking at evil. It was like, oh, that's him. That's really him.
Ramirez eventually would be convicted of 13 murders and a multitude of other crimes and sentenced to death row.
Under California Penal Code 837, a private citizen can in fact arrest another person if he sees a misdemeanor offense being committed in front of him, or number two, where a felony has been committed but outside of the person's presence, and number three, where the person has reasonable belief that another committed a felony. So before you go arresting people, you better understand the difference between misdemeanors and felonies. Misdemeanors are offenses that are less serious. For example, petty theft or public intoxication. These are usually the crimes that carry less than 1 year of county jail as their penalty. Now, felonies are more serious crimes. For example, rape and murder, and so on. These are the crimes that carry more time and usually prison time as their maximum penalties. Now back to the story of the Night Stalker. The situation there is that the people knew that the Night Stalker committed a felony. His face was all over the news, and just like the documentary explains, people on the streets recognized him from those pictures. So there, the felony was committed, and even though it was committed outside of the people's presence, most of the people on the streets could in fact arrest the Night Stalker. And that's exactly what they did. And finally, what if you make a mistake or use too much force? Yes, there could be civil liabilities as well as criminal charges coming your way. So in most situations, I would encourage you to call the police from the outset. And don't be a hero. Even in the situation with the Night Stalker, the people who were making the citizens' arrest were taking a lot of risk. Because after all, they were dealing with a serial killer. And they themselves could have become the next victims. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so next time I post, you'll be first to know.